Hi, I'm Majkrzak, State President of AARP Wisconsin. In the coming months, I'll be using this means to keep in touch with you about various topics of interest. But today I just want to take a few minutes to introduce myself and to tell you why I volunteer for AARP. I was born and raised in New Jersey and have also lived in Oklahoma, Alaska, South Carolina, Kentucky, California, Connecticut, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Now, the reason that I listed all those states is because I want you to know that my wife Karen and I chose Wisconsin as a place that we wanted to live when we retired. We think this is a great place to live. Some of you may have lived in as many or more states, and some of you may never have left Wisconsin. No matter where you've lived, most of you were raised during a time of great social change, and when there was a common understanding that we had a responsibility for the way things were, and for one another. If we didn't like what was going on, we came together to make it better. As a young adult, I was influenced by an old folk tale that I'd like to share with you today. The story, which describes the difference between heaven and hell, comes from Vietnam, but it can be found in many countries and cultures, including Japan. In hell, everyone is given an abundance of food, and then they're given chopsticks that are a yard long. Each person has all the food that he or she needs. But because the chopsticks are so long, they just can't get it to their mouths. In heaven, the image is really the same. Again, everyone has all the food they need. And their chopsticks are also a yard long. But in heaven, the people use their chopsticks to feed one another. I thought of that story last week when I, along with some other volunteer advocates, visited the office of a member of Congress, the United States Congress, in order to talk about health care reform. Hanging on the wall in the waiting room was this framed quote from Margaret Mead. "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." That's why I'm proud to be an active member of AARP. It is an organization that encourages its members to serve and not to be served. And it is an organization that knows that together we have the power to make things better. I'm looking forward to further opportunities to chat with you through this means, which incidentally is called a video blog. And hopefully I'll be able to meet some of you in person soon. This summer, AARP volunteers and staff will be visiting throughout the state. We'll travel from the north to the south, from the east to the west, and we will be talking to you about healthcare reform and listening to your stories about healthcare and the need for reform. It's even possible that someday we'll find ourselves serving together, finding ways to make things better.